Good morning, broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make video presentations and other things about the joys of living in Mexico. And welcome once again to our live Saturday broadcast. We go live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time, and we share the joys of living in Mexico. Lots going on down here. It's another perfect day. This is my first June in Morelia, so the weather is really different. Got my hoodie on. It's probably about 64 degrees here. It's been raining on and off about every day. It's really chilly. I think the forecast is all through the week. It'll be about a high of 70, low of about 57, which is totally different than Mazatlan. If you look at the 4-day or 7-day forecast in Mazatlan, the highs and the lows in Mazatlan are 20 degrees higher than here in Morelia. Got my hoodie on, and I probably have the hoodie on all day, but I'd rather be a little chilly than sweating. I like it. Let's see who is in the house. We got Tanya in the house early. She was in PV for 2 weeks and loved it. PV is Puerto Vallarta. I was there for 10 years. And tell us, Tanya, what does RT stand for? Angela Morris is here on time. What do you know? Looking out for falling orbits. I'm on time today. Ola, great that you're here. We got V in the house. Ola, V. Got my smile back, new teeth. I hear that, girl. We went out to breakfast with V and her man in Mazatlan, that was, and she was talking about her teeth. Woo, yeah, girl. I've been in the dentist chair. I got 3 more days coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, when you get your teethuses all hooked up, you feel good. Look good, feel good. V, congratulations. Char Williams in the house. Girl, look at this girl. This girl's be speaking more Spanish every week. Good day. Happy Saturday. I say calor. Be safe, everyone. Yeah, everybody be safe. Gary in the house. Hola, mi gente. That means howdy, my people. Buenos dias. Feliz sábado a todos. And the one, the only Dr. John in the house. Greetings from steamy Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Steamy. Does that mean warm and humid? We got Brian, Pretty Boy Maiden in the house. Great to see you here. Got my girlfriends in the house. They're coming back to Morelia at the beginning of July. I hope I can catch you girls. Stephen in the house, another Canadian. We love Canadians. Okay, TR is temporary residency. Good for you. Feels good, don't it? Woo! Being legal. Nothing like being legal. I got stories to tell you guys this week about being legal. I got more legal this week. It was a very I had a lot of meetings this week, but now I was pretty much legal before, but now I am totally legal. We're going to talk about my 2 trips to immigration this week and how I prepared for those trips, so I didn't have to go back 8 times. Went to Telcel, the phone company. That was very disappointing this week. But my leg is all better. I'm almost at 100%. So happy I can walk around like a normal person up and down steps. I'm just happy that I can walk. I'm so happy to be able to walk. I tell you what, man, uh, when you lose one of your things that you can usually do, like walking, Brian Maiden will tell you when you can't walk up and down the steps, especially when you live on the fourth floor. Oh, but now I'm healthy. Woo! Time heals all wounds, but I'm good to go this week. Yes, I think I'm fully recovered. I feel great. I can move my leg. I can put my socks on without doing weird stuff. I can put my shoes on without having to do weird stuff. I can lay in bed and twist and turn. I'm good. I am very good. Hello, all. Oh, wow. Oh my God. I'll be in Morelia for the first time next week. I guess I need to pack. Yes. If you're coming to Morelia next week, bring 3 sweaters or hoodies. Right now it is totally overcast. When I was setting up my equipment this morning, I had on 2 t-shirts and 2 hoodies. I'm just going to say it's chilly down here. So yeah, bring some warm stuff and consider bringing an umbrella. Consider bringing an umbrella for sure. And if you have waterproof shoes, bring those. Nothing worse than wet feet. So there you go. Katrina the Maker is in the house. Hola, Katrina. Great to see you here, girl. We got ACC2. Buenos dias, Sam from Florida. Hola, Sam. And we got Cassie jumping in, kicking off the road, contributing $10 to the channel. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel to help me pay my rent. Marielle, I think, is that right, Marielle? Ola Bill, it was, oh God, 115 here in Tucson for the Juneteenth celebration. I can't get out of here fast enough. Movers are telling me they're booked out to October because of the hordes moving south. Yeah, girl. Ooh, I've been to my best friend from elementary school in Ohio. He moved to Phoenix. His whole family moved to Phoenix many years ago. In fact, my first wedding, I got married in Fountain Hills, Arizona. But I remember being there. It was like 117 degrees. It was brutal. So, hey, girl, buckle up. And my girlfriend, saludos from Dallas. Please take care of our Cuban hubby. Right on. You need both legs to handle. Woo, that's like what? You need two hands to handle a whopper. Yeah, girls, come on down. My legs are good. I'm ready for my 2 wives. Come on down. I'll show you how healed I am. That's what I'm talking about. Johnny Williams, good morning to you. Glad to see you also too this morning. And my girlfriends have just kicked in another $10, getting me closer to paying my rent. I think with this, with contributions this morning, I'm gonna go down to the corner and get me some fentanyl. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Liston Henry. Liston, I'm doing great. How you doing, dude? And I must say that every day down here is fabulous. I get a lot of comments and emails, people talking about. One lady sent me a comment this week saying that she lives in Texas. Her husband died. She's always wanted to move to Mexico. She doesn't know where to move to. And I'm thinking, just watch some YouTube videos and see where people have visited, see what you might like, and just come on down, just get started. And don't find a permanent spot to live, but just find a place. I think Morelia is a good spot. And I'm going to say, I loved Puerto Vallarta. I loved Guadalajara. I loved Chapala. I loved Mazatlan. That was cool. I live here now. I love this. I visit places all the time that are very favorable, but don't wait. Just pick a spot, hook up a rental situation for about 2 to 6 months and travel around. And like that. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Listen, I'm good. Dirk, good morning, Dirk. Good morning from the mountains of North Carolina. Yoo-hoo. Yeah, I've been to North Carolina many a times. I used to do business there when I was writing children's books. I've been to a lot of schools. I would do these things called author visits. And I did a lot of business in North Carolina. I loved it. I loved the people. It was fabulous. Thank you for sharing that with us this morning. Okay, so let's get with it this morning. Okay. Oh yeah, the people are really friendly here in Mexico every day. It's hard to find a person who is not friendly. I went to immigration this week. I had to change my address. I had to change my address, which was kind of a pain in the butt. Because the big pain in the butt was getting an appointment. And I kept filling out the form wrong. So I couldn't get an appointment because you have to create an account and put this number here and this number there and da-da-da-da. I wasn't putting in the right numbers. So I figured I would just go down there. Wednesday, I decided I'll just go down there and then maybe I can just set an appointment in there, or maybe I can just get a change of address right there without setting an appointment. And I tell you what, you really have to watch out for the information that you get on the internet, because you got all kinds of crazy people like me. And you don't know if their information is any good. So I was looking at this Facebook group, and this lady, she had some kind of Facebook group. She was supposed to be an expert on immigration to Mexico, that kind of stuff. And she says, oh, you don't need an appointment to change your address. And other people will say, oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So I go down to immigration. I got there very early. I was the first one. I got there at 7:30. They don't open until 9 o'clock. And I go in there, and at that time of day, they only had 2 windows, about 30 people in there. I was the first person. And the lady behind the counter didn't speak any English at all, which was kind of surprising. And she said, well, I can't help you unless you have an appointment. I could speak that much Spanish. She says, I can't help you unless you have an appointment. Well, okay. Well, can you help me set an appointment now and I'll come back? And she said something, I don't know what she was talking about. And so finally she got up, she brought some other guy who could speak English very well with immigration. And he asked me, well, did you do this? Did you do that? He said, give me your phone. I said, okay. So I gave him my phone, and he scanned one of those codes, and all my information came up on my phone. And I had just not put something in right on the form. He helped me set an appointment for 2 days later. It was very easy. And I went back yesterday, got my change of address without a problem. And then Dave shows up regularly, him and his wife, Maria. I called him at the beginning of last week because he just went through his change of address. And I said, Dave, did you have any problems down there? He said, oh, no, you don't even need an apartment. But Dave is married to a Mexican woman, Maria. And Dave told me, oh, no, you don't need an appointment. I guess he talks on speakerphone all the time. And Maria says in the background, yes, yeah, we made an appointment. We had to make an appointment. My son made us an appointment. So anyway, I'm all legal now. That had me all stressed out for most of the week. I don't know why. I think what helped really stress me out was, for some reason, last Monday I decided that I wanted to get a new iPhone. Okay, and that's for technical reasons. It helps me with my videos and I got an iPhone 8. So I was thinking, well, let me go down to Telcel at the shopping center and get a new phone. Monday, they open at 11. So I'm in the mall. Here's what the mall looks like. I'm not going to bore you with too much of this, but I go down to the mall. It's a really big mall with 3 stories. They have everything in here. Sears, they got a Gucci in here, all kinds of places to eat. And it's actually a 3-story mall. And Telcel is somewhere in here. It's like a zoo in there. So I walk into the main door, and they have all those little shops in the middle between stores. And there were these 2 ladies. I don't know what they were selling. And I asked one of the ladies, well, where is Telcel? And I'm speaking Spanish. And she told me something. And then her friend that was working there also, she says, oh, and she just starts, I would think she's about 24 years old, really cute Mexican lady. And she says, oh, Telcel, and she spoke perfect English. And she said, just walk straight ahead, go up the escalator, then walk all the way to the back, then go up another escalator, then turn to the right. And that's where Telcel will be right there. Okay. I tell you what, man, my Spanish, I would give myself a C- on my Spanish. But when somebody kicks in with some perfect English to help me out, woo, it really makes your day. So I go into Telcel to get my phone. And I was in there like an hour and a half, and they wanted my permanent visa. Yeah, I had my permanent visa. And then they scanned the front of the visa. They scanned the back of the visa. They tried to do something they tried to do that 5 times. They changed computers. And then they said, well, the system's down. Can you come back later today or tomorrow? And that was just going to be a pain in the butt. I was in there an hour and a half, and I was just going to get a new phone. It used to be after 2 years, they gave you a free phone. I thought they would give me a free phone. They stopped that. I've gotten 2 free phones at Telcel. So anyway, I was thinking, I wonder if my visa is all messed up. I wonder if something's wrong with my permanent visa card. And that's why I really went and got my change of address this week, just to check out if everything was okay. But I'll never go back to Telcel. I'm going to get a new phone in about 6 months. And I was looking on Amazon this morning, and I can just get a new phone on Amazon. I can get it through Amazon MX. Then it doesn't have to go through customs. And I checked out this morning. I can have a new phone here in my apartment in 2 or 3 days. Screw Telcel. I was trying to give them like $700-800. I was there an hour and a half, got nothing done. Very frustrating. Yes. No reason to go to Telcel, but if you do have to go to Telcel, which is the major cell phone company in Mexico, go with somebody that speaks Spanish. Hire an attorney, one of those helper people, and that's what you do. So I had to get all of my documents ready for my change of address. I had to print out this form. There's this form you print out from the internet, from the immigration office. I had to take a copy of my passport, a copy of my permanent visa front and back. What else? Oh, there's this special letter you have to fill out with your. I have that. I have a video on this. Just go to YouTube and just do a search for Mexico change of address, and then put in Bill the Geek behind it, and that video will show up for you. There's a special letter that you have to write, and there's a copy of this letter in the description at the bottom of this video. Okay, so after I did all of that, then I have to have it printed out. Okay. Okay, so to get the stuff printed out, when you come down to Mexico, I don't have a printer. I've got I've got an expensive laptop, an expensive desktop. I got all kinds of cameras and sound equipment, but I only use a printer like when I file taxes or I do something legal for Mexico. So I'm not spending like $150 on a printer or even $80 when really I only print like 10, 20 documents a year. I'm not spending the money. So when you come to Mexico, you may want to print things, and that's when you want to find one of your many neighborhood papelerias. Papelerias. And these are these little shops that can print out stuff for you, and they're not very fancy. So here's mine right here. There it is. That little place, not that one, but right here. There you go. Now, this is a papeleria. There you go, right there. Papeleria de Chris. Now, she has a room in here, and I had all my stuff on a thumb drive, and I just give her my thumb drive, tell her I want 2 of everything, and she prints everything out. That's her house, okay? That would be a good business. You could get a business like that. But let's go inside. Let's take a peek and look at what the print shop looks inside. There she is right there. She's got pens, paper, ribbons, boxes. Look at all that stuff she has. Yes, this is on the first floor of her house. There you go. Yeah, and all she has is a window. Yeah, she opens every day at 7:30 in the morning. Big pens, squib pens, all that stuff. Let's take a look inside. The ribbons. There she is over there on the computer printing up. Look at that. Look at that. That's her shop. And she works out of that window. And I had to go back again because I had to print out a copy of my meeting. So I was there twice this week. But there's a little business you could have. And so many people in Mexico, they have a house, and they use their garage or their front window to operate their business. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, So I had to go to immigration 2 times this week. And both times the Uber driver didn't really know where the immigration office was. And I was under impressed with the immigration office. I mean, it was very clean and tidy, and they were very efficient. But I thought it would be this really big, giant place. But here is the immigration office. It was just like a little grocery store kind of thing. And for those of you that have been to immigration in Chapala, the immigration office, there you go, Gubernacion, Immigration. They got a little truck out there. But it's just in a neighborhood. It's not at all a big building. Very clean, very efficient. I was really surprised. There's the entrance right there. That's immigration. I think they have 2 offices in Morelia. And this is one of them. So you go in there, set an appointment. Actually, you set an appointment before you go on the computer or on your phone. And then you go in there and take care of all of your business. Now, I did meet a very fascinating woman. I was in the front row. This was Friday. I was in the front row, had my appointment. Okay, I got there a half an hour early. And next to me, there were 3 people. And they were all British. I only knew by their accents. And the guy was standing up at the window taking care of his business. And it looked like his zipper was down. He had shorts on. Looked like his zipper was down. And I kept looking at the guy. I didn't want to look too much because I thought he may think that I was some funny dude. But okay, he got done with his business. He was on the way out. And I said, dude, I think maybe your zipper is down. But he said, oh, no, I have buttons. Those are buttons. Oh, okay. So there was this lady and another lady sitting to the right of me. And it was sitting to the right of me, a very attractive Mexican lady. And she had a bunch of legal paperwork in front of her, and she was with a Mexican lady. And so after I asked the guy that about his zipper, the Mexican lady, very attractive Mexican lady sitting next to me, she says, I was thinking the same thing. I was going to tell him the same thing. And she said all of this in perfect English, right? Right. And so we started talking. We started talking. And I said, are you an immigration attorney? She said, yes, I'm an immigration attorney. And this woman here, this Mexican woman here that I'm with, I'm helping her bring in her soon-to-be husband from Nigeria. And she told me the story, and she loves what she does. I think she's going to call me. I think we're going to do an interview. But this Mexican woman and this guy from Nigeria, they met on Instagram, decided to get married. And she was telling me how this guy has to fly from Nigeria to Paris to so-and-so, then into Morelia and all this. But they met on Instagram. Okay, whatever. But she was a beautiful immigration attorney, single. And so she's supposed to email me shortly, and I'm hoping she does so that I can interview her. So I was in immigration 2 times. Another thing about immigration was that once you get the appointment with immigration, it's going to take you to a page that gives you the number of your appointment, the date and the time, and you have to print that out and take it with you to immigration for what it's worth. Yeah, immigration's so much fun. So I was in Telcel this week. Wasn't fun. Immigration Wednesday. Wasn't fun. I was at immigration on Wednesday. Had an appointment Thursday. It was a busy, busy week, but fortunately, my leg was all good to go so I could get to all these wonderful and fabulous places. Whew, okay, so let's get back to comments and see what's going on in here. Okay, now. Okay. Okay, now. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm backed up here. Brian Maiden. Everyone on Bill's channel, this Let's Help Up. Bill, hit the like button. Thank you so much, Brian. Yeah, click the like button. If you're new here, we do this every Saturday. I've been off I had an accident a couple of weeks ago, so I've been off the road for pretty much 2 weeks. Usually I have clips. I'll be on the road for the next 2 weeks for sure, healthy and ready to go. So if you're new here, click that subscribe button. That helps our channel. Click the like button. Introduce yourself. Let us know what you would like to know. Make your comments about living in Mexico or moving to Mexico. But we go live. We've been going live like this every Saturday at 10 a.m. for about 3 years steady now. I don't think I've missed a day in 3 days. Bill, Mr. Leo. Let's see what camera. Mr. Leo, is it easy to renew an expired USA passport? Can you do it online? Do you need a lawyer? Okay, Mr. Leo, I have never renewed an expired passport. Of course, passports last for 10 years. Let me think about this. Yeah, they last for 10 years. So I had to renew my passport. And, okay. Let me think about this. I was living in Chapala. I was living in Chapala, Mexico, which is about 45 minutes from Guadalajara. So to renew your passport, you would go to your consulate. Whatever your country is, you would go to your consulate. You fill out some papers. Oh, wait a minute. I've been here 20 years. Well, anyway, to get your passport, you need to go to your consulate. The first consulate I went to was in Puerto Vallarta. And actually, the consulate in Puerto Vallarta is not in Puerto Vallarta. It's in Nuevo Vallarta, which is like 30, 45 minutes away from Nuevo Vallarta. So you need to go to the consulate. I think that's when I got my first passport. That's what I think. So I went to the consulate. I went to the consulate. They got me all hooked up with my passport. And then you wait a month, and that's when they have the actual physical passport. So the Nuevo Vallarta consulate goes to Puerto Vallarta once a month at some little meeting place. So I met them at this little meeting place, and they gave me my real passport. In Chapala, which is like 45 minutes from Guadalajara, the Guadalajara consulate goes to Chapala once a month. Actually, they go to Ajijic, which is 10 miles away from Chapala. They go there once a month. They have all the papers for you to fill out to renew your passport. They can probably help you get your passport also. You have to pay them the money. At the time, for me, I was like $87. And then they come back, or you go to them a month later, and they give you the hard copy. So to my knowledge, you get all of that passport done with your consulate. Okay, Dr. John, I had an FM9 student visa. Woo, FM9, woo, 40 years ago. And La Migra was stressing me out back then. Yeah, man. La Migra, yeah. Yeah, immigration, all I was doing is getting a change of address, but I was freaked out when Telcel wouldn't sell me a phone because they couldn't make my permanent residency card work. I was getting freaked out. Really, I was scared. Well, maybe it doesn't work anymore. Maybe I'm going to get, maybe they're going to maybe I'm going to have to leave the country. Maybe I'm going to have to go to Colombia or something, But yeah, man, that's freaked out. And who is this right here that just showed up? None other than Tooth Fairy. Buenos dias, Tooth Fairy. Great to see you here. And I got to thank Tooth Fairy because she lives here in Morelia. And I told everybody about my little accident that I had. I just fell down, messed up my leg. But at the end of last week, Tooth Fairy says, well, if you need anything, let me know. Oh, that was so sweet because we're neighbors. She lives like right down the street. But great to see you here. And my other neighbor in Morelia has showed up. Ola Bill, happy Saturday. Everyone. And I talked to Dave this week to ask him about immigration. And Dave, I went to immigration yesterday. I went there 2 times, Dave. I just told everybody all about it. But now I have my change of address. I am good to go. Gary, Bill, what cell company is the best if I want to be able to call people in Mexico and the U.S.? What do you pay per month? Okay. Gary, I'm not an expert on this. I've been here 20 years. I'm a creature of habit. And first of all, let me thank you for asking the question. I've used Telcel for 20 years in Mexico, and they made some changes since I started using them. First of all, let me say that I pay right around 750 pesos a month. That comes out to $35 a month. And that's pretty much with unlimited calls. They've never given me a bill like, oh, this instead of $35 is going to be $500 this month. That has never happened to me. And with my present service, I can call throughout the United States and Mexico with no additional charge. And I'm going to say something now that I don't know is true. So if you can verify this, somebody out there let me know. But I think with the Telcel service, $35 a month, you can call Mexico, United States, and Canada. Another bonus of Telcel is I'm on the road a lot. I can be anywhere in Mexico and I am hooked up to Telcel. Also, many times I'm on the road, I'm shooting video, I'm editing video, and I can use my cell phone as a hotspot for the internet. And I use my Telcel service as a hotspot all the time when I'm on the road, and the internet speed is very good. So there you go. Now, on the backup side, ever since I've been here, 20 years, I've used Magic Jack. And I have a US phone number also. When I was teaching online classes, I have a 415 area code that's downtown San Francisco, and I pay Magic Jack. It's like $36 a year. And with Magic Jack, I can call the United States and Canada for $36 a year. Those are the 2 phone services that I use, and I hope that answers your question. Lenora Wilson, Ola, Lenora, Ola, Bill, and everyone. 92 degrees here in Charlotte. Woo! Woo! You sweating, girl. Not girl. Woo! And that's in the South, man. I remember being in Jekyll Island, Georgia one time in July. It was ridiculous. But anyway, thank you. She thinks so she speaks. We're going to do an interview once she gets back to Merida right around mid-July. Okay, hi, Bill. I'm thinking to head over there after 4th of July. There's a bus from New York City to Mexico City. Should I hang out there for a minute before headed to Morelia, and how difficult would it be to navigate from? Okay, it depends on your budget. It depends upon your budget. Do some research. Get a nice place to stay. Don't hold back. Spend some money in Mexico City. I've only been there a couple of times, but there are many wonderful places to visit, museums. I would say you could be in Mexico City for sure for 2 or 3 nights. And as long as you can get back to the bus station, you will not have a problem getting to Morelia. Morelia is about a 3.5-hour bus ride from Mexico City. But I would say if you're going to go into Mexico City, get a nice Airbnb, spend that $100 a night on a nice hotel in El Centro, spend the money. I don't think you will regret that at all since you're going to be there. Buck stops here. Ola, Bill, and friends from Pikes Peak region, Colorado. Feliz Sábado, Pikes Peak. Ola, Buck, great to see you here. Old Growth Coast Redwoods. It's Bill the Geek directly from the soul of Mexico. Ooh, I like that. I'd have changed my opening with this Bill the Geek, and I'm with the souls of Mexico. Right on. Yeah, that's good. I like that. And look who's here. Look who's here. I think she's in Italy. Ciao a tutti. Ciao a tutti. Stop talking dirty, girl, with that nasty language. I'm glad to get to watch again, and I know Bill always has a wild story. La Dulce Vita. Great to see you here, girl. Yeah. And she lived in... That girl gets around. She travels the world. Great to see you here. Ambrose Molina. Ola, Bill from Williams, California. Ola, great to see you here. After Lawhoff 95, after watching your vid on the park in Morelia, I booked an Airbnb close to the park and Aqueduct area. Excited to be there next week. I'll take a walk in the park each morning. And tell me, how long are you going to stay? Because I'm going to be... Are you going to be here for like 2 weeks? Because I'm going to be on the road Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have an appointment. Saturday, I go live. But if you're going to stay for like 10 days, let me know. We can do a breakfast. Justin, Justin. I think Justin is in Iowa. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. And thank you so much for helping me pay my rent. Jamie in Montreal, good morning to you. Gary, there you go. I use T-Mobile that I bought in the States, and when I came to Morelia, it worked the whole time. A SIM card there. Thank you, La Dulce Vita World Traveler. If anyone would know, it would be her. Thank you for helping us out, La Dulce Vita. You'll be all right, Bill. My grandma is nearly 100, and she recently suffered a fall, but seems to be doing okay. Thank you very much, Old Growth Coast Redwoods. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so happy to hear about stories of people older than me. I got my chakras cleaned on Thursday, and my mystic that does that, she lives in Ajijic, and she turned me on to another mystic that's here in Mexico. And my mystic told me that her mystic is like 88 years old. And then when I lived in Mazatlan, my next door neighbor, Pam, Pam is my age, and her mother moved to Morelia like 35 years ago. She's 97. 97, still kicking. She smokes cigarettes like what's that thing? Smoke. Oh, she smokes cigarettes like a chimney, drinks tequila every day, 97 years old. I tell Pam that her mother is my role model. Still kicking it, still hitting it and getting it. Minnesota Dan, Ola Bill, sorry if you've covered this, but curious if you've experienced any negativity from Mexicans due to the immigration crackdowns in the USA lately. Very interesting questions. I was out and about all of this week, and nobody looked at me funny. Everybody's very polite. I've been in many taxis and Ubers this week, in Telcel, into the immigration office, into many little shops this week. And before that, like, I'm on the road a lot. Nobody seems angry about anything. The people here in Mexico still treat me better than people in the United States. So, but I'm black, and people look at me and they really don't know what I am. That's another thing about being in Mexico. You can look at somebody. When I first got here, I would see, I would see an older white dude, right? He got gray hair, white skin. He got on like a Gap t-shirt. He's like 70 years old. Okay. Really white. Ends up, this dude is Mexican in and out. I thought maybe he was German. No, he's a Mexican. Many times in Puerto Vallarta, I would see black people that were really black. I'd say, hey, man, like, what's happening? And they might be from Venezuela or Peru, something like that. And a lot of people in Venezuela, Peru, even Great Britain, black people don't like American black people. So I just stopped categorizing. When I was in immigration Wednesday, there were like 6 really black people in a row. It looked like a family. It looked like a husband, a wife, and 3 kids. They were really black. They had to be from Africa, but I don't know. If it were 20 years ago, I would have walked up to them and said, hey, how you doing? How you doing? You know, because maybe they're from the United States, but I don't think these people were from the United States. So anyway, I'm a person of color. So a lot of taxi drivers think that I'm from Jamaica or from Cuba. So I don't know what white Americans are experiencing right now. But I don't have any problems. I'm still good with Mexicans. Johnny, you can get a prepaid phone by the minutes and apps, $50 USD per month. Okay, right on. Okay, Salvador. I love that name, Salvador. If I die and come back, I want that to be my name. Hi, Bill. Just came back to Minnesota from San Miguel de Allende. Liked it. Tough on the knees. Yeah. I've only been to San Miguel Allende one time, long time ago, but I heard there's a lot of ups and downs and cobblestone streets. I want to go back. Very popular city. Kenny. Hey, Bill from Louisville, Kentucky. Yoo-hoo, Louisville. Great to see you here, Kenny. Bravos. Good morning, Alana. Is that how you say that? Alana, good morning to you too, girl. Minnesota Dan, thank you. Oh, no problem. Come anytime. Thank you for contributing to the channel. Be sure to click that subscribe button. We have many more videos to come. Thank you. Yeah, ask. I'll answer any questions that I can. And for the questions that I cannot answer, somebody is in this group right here that can. After my trip to Morelia next week, I will report back if I feel like people are not happy with me being there. I am hoping there will be no bad vibes. I would understand if there is. Yeah, Lawhoff 95. I don't think you'll have any problem. Plus another thing. I don't think most Mexicans are as judgmental as many Americans, and especially in Morelia. And I got to show you one of my favorite clips here. I was going to delete this clip, but this is one of my favorite clips of Morelia right here. This one right here. This is right on the main plaza across the street from the cathedral. And if you go down, I mean, you can't miss this place. It's just restaurant after restaurant with these tables on the plaza. This is my favorite place to eat a cheeseburger. I'm going to play that clip to have cheeseburgers or breakfast. But if you sit down there, you will see people from all over the world, all different complexions, white families, black families, Asian families, all kinds of different people. And the Mexicans, they don't know who's who. I don't know who's who. So I just think that I really don't know how to say this, but the way I would say it is that Mexico is very, I'm going to say more exposed and more welcoming of diversity. It's just in their culture. Nobody. I don't think anybody's going to give you a hard time. All right, now let's. Okay, now I got lost here. I got lost, so I got to rewind here. Oh, here we go. ACC2. Can you get Mexican PR, permanent residency, directly if you meet the required financial solvency and a U.S. citizen? I would say yes. But if you mean directly, yes, but you're going to have to do the consulate thing wherever you are, whatever your nationality is. But at some point, if to my knowledge, at some point, even if you have the money, you got all the paperwork, you will have to come to Mexico. Once all that paperwork is all done, you get to a point where you have 30 days to come here and sign the papers and make it real. Let me know if that answers your question. Alana, this is why I'm looking forward to being in Mexico. I'm brown. and speak just enough Spanish to be dangerous. I'm hoping that as a brown person, my experiences will be different. Yeah, and Alana, I speak. Oh, I was in 2 taxis yesterday. I was not taxis. I take taxis are my last resort. So actually, I was in Didi. That's my Didi's very inexpensive. They're very fast. They know their way around town most of the time. So I was in 2 Didi's yesterday, and I'm talking to this taxi driver in Spanish, and he's telling me. I told him about the immigration attorney, the female that I met yesterday, and I told him about my past love life, and then he was telling me about his past love life, and he was telling me how good my Spanish was, and on just walking around town. Hi, how you doing? How's your family? How many kids do you have? I'm good with that kind of Spanish. I can talk, but you get to technical stuff like immigration attorney and going to Telcel and what are the rules in there. You go to the doctor, go to the dentist. They start, So my Spanish, I can get by until they start talking fast. But so my Spanish is dangerous, but I can get by with my crappy Spanish. But I'm saying for anybody, I'm saying anybody, any color, as long as you're not out drinking all night, drunk, being belligerent, being rude, I want to do a video. I want to do a video on how many times do you have to say goodbye in Spanish, or how many times do you have to say thank you in Mexico? How many times do you need to say thank you and or goodbye in Mexico? Because I tell you what, whenever I'm getting out of a taxi, you can never say goodbye and thank you enough. So I'm getting out of the Didi. He stops. I'll say, oh, thank Carlos. Thank you. Oh, Biola, thank you. And then I'll say, no. And then I'll say, no, thank you. And then I'll grab all my stuff out. And then I've already said thank you 2 or 3 times already. But now I've got my bag of stuff. I got my umbrella. I'm getting out of the car. I'm getting ready to shut the door. And then I say, que te vaya bien. Be careful. And he'll say, oh, igualmente, igual. Same to you. So, and then when I'll go to OXXO today, which is like 7-Eleven, and so I'm gonna buy some stuff, and I'm gonna say hello when I walk in the door. I'm leaving. She's gonna give me my change. I'll say thank you. She'll say, oh, thank you. And it's funny. It's like gracias, and she'll say no, gracias a ti. Or I'll say, oh no, gracias a ti. It's like those chipmunks in that cartoon, how polite they were most of the time. Yeah, but whatever. So whatever. Now, let's scroll on down. We got people. And if you're new here, first of all, we have 79 people in the house. We have 40 people that have clicked the like button. If you like the content, click the subscribe button. We're going up to 20,000 subscribers. We're at 14. So help our channel grow. Now, here we go. Now, white Americans often approach me speaking Spanish, which I find hilarious. Yeah, down here, you never know. Down here, you just don't know what is what ever. Down here, you don't know. Especially, now, if you're from New York City, or maybe from Los Angeles, even Even who is my man that fell down 2 times? Brian Pretty Boy Maiden. He's up in the middle of Canada. He says he goes to the store and he hears people speaking 6 different languages. Some people are not familiar with, there are people from all over the world in all different colors, and you really don't know where they're from. So, like me from Ohio. Hey, Don. It is funny. Hey, Dan. I'm an old white guy and stand out like a sore thumb, and I had no problems. And Dave lives here in Morelia. That's funny. Okay, yes. ACC 2, I have white Americans ask my son, where is he from? And he is born and raised in the USA. That's funny too. People are funny. People are funny. And uninformed people, some people would call them ignorant. They are the most funny people. A little story I got to tell. When I was a kid, when I was like 14, 15 years old, I used to go to an all-white swimming pool. I was very popular. I was president of everything, the band, student council, student body. So I'm at the swimming pool with all my white friends, and I'm at the pool. I tell you what, about 10, 15 people a day would come up to me, and they would put their arm up to mine, their tan arm, and they would say, "I'm catching up, Bill. I'm catching up," meaning that they're getting a good tan. They're getting more and more brown. I heard that 10 or 15 times a day, and everybody thought that it was the first time I had heard it. People are very funny all over the world. Okay, now here we go. Okay, now. Oh, here we go. Dan, I think. Okay, did you see my recent video where I talked about the new flights from Volaris in and out of Morelia? No, I did not see that. Tell us about that. Ace, I get that as well, and my family is from the USA. There you go. Toothberry. Ola Gary, my phone company, AT&T. I pay $10 a month. That's great. My local number serves me here and the United States. Never had a problem with my phone. I have all social media. That's damn good. $10 a month. AT&T. There is the tip. Toothberry comes through every week. She got the stuff. She knows. La Dose B. The only place I felt it whitey here was in Oaxaca City last year, but nothing to do with Trump's policy, but about expats taking over properties, Airbnbs priced out. Yeah, some people, they call it gentrification. And I get a lot of angry comments on my YouTube channel. Like I'll go to a city like this, say, let's say Pátzcuaro, Zamora. I'll go to these small towns. I'll say it's a great city. I'll say that I can live there, and I'll get nasty comments saying, "Don't try to gentrify our cities. Don't come down here. You don't belong here. You're not a Mexican. Leave." Stuff like that. Whatever. Billy Weiss. Buenos dias, Bill. Billy Weiss. Buenos dias a ti, Kenny. I'm from Louisville to Louisville Sluggers. Woo! Bill, do you have any info on Merida in the Yucatan? All I know, Kenny, it's very popular. Taxi drivers have told me it's beautiful there. She thinks so. She speaks, who is in the room right now. She goes back and forth from Charlotte, I think, to Merida. She'll be there in July. I've heard that Merida is the black capital of Mexico, like Atlanta. A lot of black people live there. But what I've heard is that it's very hot and humid there. But my taxi drivers say it's a beautiful city. But I've heard that it's hot and humid there year round, which puts it very low on my list of places to visit. But other than that, I've heard it is a great city. Good morning, Axel Foley. What movie are you going to today, my man? Dora Ray. My husband was Black Cherokee. That's me. I'm Cherokee. I'm 25% Cherokee. I'm Black and Cherokee. Really, Dora Ray. And he looked so Mexican, and he always said that he was Mexican, and everyone believed that. And I've had Mexicans ask me if I was a Mexican. Yeah, I have had that. Yeah. Yes. I am sitting here yucking it up over. Oh yeah, the chipmunks. Yeah. The chipmunks. Yeah. Bill, how does someone receive package in Mexico? Well, I've just gotten 2 packages this month. I got my boots this month. And I got these glasses, my new spy glasses this month. One came via DHL. The other one came from UPS. That's the best way to get a package. If you're going to have anybody send you a package in Mexico, do not use the Mexican Postal Service or the United States Postal Service. That's just like throwing your package in the trash. That is not totally true, but it kind of is. But if you use DHL, Federal Express, those kind of places. Then you get a tracking number. If you buy it from Amazon or whoever you're buying it from, you get a tracking number. You know what day it's coming. Some companies that I love very much, they'll show you a map. First of all, they'll say, "Oh, your package is coming today. It'll be there before 8:00 this evening." Okay. Now, a few companies will show you a map, and you can see what it'll say. Your package has been delivered, and then they'll have a map, and it shows where the driver is on the map in your city. So anyway, if you want to receive a package in Mexico, use DHL, Federal Express. You can even use the United States overnight service. So that's what you do. But do not use the United States regular service. Never use the Mexico mail service for anything. Soy de Nueva York. Yeah, my sister lived at 96th and West End Avenue for 10 years. I used to visit her all of the time, and I used to know the city very well. Ray Garcia in the house from El Paso, Texas, telling people to click the like button. Minnesota Dan. New direct flights out of Morelia to Dallas, LA, also Expat and PV cuts my travel costs by 50%. Right on. Right on. Everybody's happy to hear that. Tooth Fairy, Mexican people are the ideal people. They are very intelligent people. Yeah. They are not haters. No one noticed you. I roam the streets every day. I sit on the sidewalks for hours just watching the people. And she is so right. She lives right down the street from me here in Morelia. I tell you what, I'm happy. I'm going to leave here today. I'm going to walk about 6, 7 blocks. I'm going to see a bunch of my neighbors. 99.99% of them are going to say hello. I'm going to go to the same little shop that I go to about 2 or 3 times a week. I'm going to walk in that door. There are going to be 3 people working there. That's OXO. 3 ladies are going to be working there. They all know me. They're all going to say hello. They're all going to say hello. Hola, Memo. Hola. I'm going to buy my stuff and they're going to say thank you. And then on the way out, I've already told them thank you. And on the way out the door, I'm going to look at all 3 of them. I'm going to say adios, hasta luego. Thanks again. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is down here. Oh, I go to the grocery store. Tooth Fairy knows the name of the grocery store I'm talking about. La Comer, I go in there. I know several people that work at the big grocery store, La Comer. I know them by name. They know me by name. They're happy when I walk into the store. I mean, life in Mexico is fabulous, man. It's wonderful. Hey, Bill, got to cut out early. If you need help from Alex, give me a call. Have a great week. I'm all good, David. Thank you. Alex is David's, I think, son-in-law. Brian, I need to leave early, so Bill and all in the house have a great weekend. See you all. Thank you, Brian, pretty boy, maiden, as always, for showing up a while to share your love with us. Tom Sands, hola, Tom. Great to see you here. Happy Saturday to you. And we got Donetta Ivy Adams. Buenos dias to all. Great to see you here, girl. Okay, I do have some. We got 69 people in the house, 46 likes. How ironic. Buck stops here. How ironic. Right now, my cousins are visiting my ranch and touring the state of Colorado. Mi familia are also part Cherokee. Yeah, I'm 25% Cherokee. I got both of my, I think maybe one of my grandparents, one of my great grandparents is total Cherokee. And then on the other side, part of my grandmother is Cherokee. And that's from Ohio. There you go. So let me check my notes here and see what I've missed out on today. Oh, the peso. The value of the peso is, it went up this week. And then Friday it went down, but it's still very affordable down here. Also, I want to give a hats off to my cable service. I use a company called Mega Cable. Mega Cable. They have a very good service. I use them for internet and for cable television, though I really don't use them for cable television, but they're affordable. And what I really like about them is if you call them up, they have a button that says, press 9 for English. I really like that. So this week, to go to immigration and one of the papers, I had to have some paper like an electric bill, phone bill, internet bill that had my address on it. It's a chain. I was getting my address. So I needed a Mega Cable bill with my address on it. So I called Mega Cable, hit the 9 button, talked to this guy that spoke English. I said, hey, I need a bill with my address on it. He got into the computer immediately, emailed me that bill. I printed that out, made my life a lot easier than going to take care of that. So I just want to say that. Also, on a personal tip, I got my umbrella here, and I'm really happy about my umbrella. I love my umbrella. I've had this umbrella for about 30 years now. It's big, it's black, it's strong. I got it 30 years ago at Nordstrom's in San Francisco. And it's of all the moves that I've made from San Francisco to Columbus, Ohio, to Puerto Vallarta, to this city, this is one thing that I always take with me. I might leave my couches behind. I might leave my refrigerators behind. I might leave some clothing or some shoes behind. But this thing right here, some things you got to take with you. Yes, you do. Now, what I have a list. I have another list here. Okay, now here we go. Oh, okay. Here's something that just came out in the news. Some Mexican news you might want to know. The state of Jalisco, which is the state where Guadalajara is in Jalisco, Ajijic is in Jalisco, Chapala is in Jalisco, Puerto Vallarta is in Jalisco. Well, they're coming out with a new law. The Mexican courts are getting flooded with divorce cases. And they're having so many divorce cases that the courts can't keep up. So the state of Jalisco is considering making a new type of marriage contract. And in this new type of marriage contract, you would sign up to get married for 2 years or for 5 years. So you don't get married forever. You get married for 2 years or for 5 years. You sign that contract. And if you don't renew the contract, then it automatically fades out, just goes away. Which kind of makes sense with all the divorces. They ought to do that in the United States. I've been divorced 3 times. Okay. You get married, you sign up for a 2-year contract, and after 2 years, if you ain't happy, you just don't sign the contract. You don't even have to tell anybody you ain't happy. You just wait until the 2-year contract ends up. You just disappear. Poof, gone. That's it. It's over, right? Grab your furniture on the way out. Get your money out of the bank. Get all the money out of the bank before it's time. 2 years. 2 years, baby. You can lie. You can lie until the last day of the contract, get all the money out of the bank, take all the good furniture. Poof, you gone, right? So anyway, that is number one on Mexico, on Mexico news. Also, of course, we had Hurricane Eric that hit the Oaxaca area. This Category 3 hurricane hit this week. Woohoo! Yes, and that's why I live inland and not on the coast, because I've been through hurricanes in Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta. Hurricanes are no fun. Tom Sands fly in July 9th to Morelia. Get around 1 p.m. Best way to get to the city from airport. Staying a week at the Grand Cantalaga Hotel for a week to complete my residency and then moving to an Airbnb. So, Tom, how long are you going to be here exactly? Are you going to stay for 2 weeks? And let me get a copy of that hotel name. I just took a screenshot of that. I'm going to say the easiest way to get to your hotel from the airport. Okay, this is here are my. Oh, you're going to be here for a month or more. Okay. Write down the name of your hotel and the address. Write down the name of your hotel, the address, and maybe the phone number also. Put that on a piece of paper. Keep it in your pocket. Then after you get off the airplane, get your luggage, all that kind of stuff, then go out and find a taxi. I'm going to say almost all of the airports that I've been to in Mexico, they make it difficult for Didi and Uber to show up at the airports many of the time. So your taxi is going to be more expensive than Didi or Uber, but it's going to be right there. There'll be a whole bunch of them. Then you show them the name of the hotel and the address. They got the phone number right there. Most likely they know where it is anyway, but that hotel name and address will save you a lot of problems. And that's it. Just get a taxi. Yeah, it'll cost you more, but after you've been on the plane, the taxi takes you right to the hotel. You get your luggage. That's what I would do if I were you. Have a good weekend, y'all. Bill, I will send you an email. Maybe we can grab breakfast or coffee while I'm there. Great. Yeah. Okay. What is my email? I'm going to show that to you right now. Here we go. Here's my email. Yeah, please do that. bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com. That would be great. Yeah, I'll be on the road. We'll work something out. bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com. I'll leave that up here for just a bit. Let's go back to comments. Okay, Tom Sands. Oh, for a month. Yeah, Tom, email me also. We'll be looking for a furnished rental with a pet. Okay, yeah. Okay, for a month or more, right on. That should not be hard to find. Thanks, Brian. Enjoy the rest of the day. Did I miss somebody? I must have missed Brian. Okay. Minnesota Dan. Hey, Bill, wondering if there's any expat women under the age of 60 or under the age of 50 to meet in Morelia. Oh, let me think about this. Under 50 or 60 expat women. There are a couple of expat groups. Here, just go to Facebook. Go to Facebook. Let me do that right now. I'm going to go into Facebook. Ooh, I can't do it on this computer. Maybe I can. Facebook. Let's try that. Okay, let's go. Let's try that. I'm doing this on the desktop computer that doesn't like going into Facebook. Okay. Yeah, just go to Facebook and go into, here we go. Groups. Here we go. Yeah, I'm in Facebook. I go to groups. And I'm going to type in Morelia expats. There we go. Okay, I just did it. I just went to Facebook. I went to Facebook groups. And let me share this screen with everyone. Move this over here. Let me click this. Share screen. Share screen. Here we go, right here. There you go, dude. Okay, so I'm in. Notice that you have Morelia expats and locals. Expats in Morelia. Expats in Morelia. Two separate groups. I think that might be mine. Pátzcuaro. So there are at least 3 groups. And you might want to try Pátzcuaro, Morelia, and Michoacan expats. So I went to 2 group meetings, and I wasn't asking anybody's ages, but everybody looked about my age. So, but I tell you what, you might be able to find some educated Mexican women down here that are maybe 20, 30, 40 years younger than you. SP in Kansas City. Okay, here we go. Let's click this. If I could go to Morelia for a month in the winter, could I add me that can just pick up a 30-day rental furnished easily? My son would go with me, and I'd feel, contact an Airbnb. Look up Airbnbs in Morelia and ask the owner how much would you charge for a month. I know that La Dulce Vita, she had a place for about a month. I know many people that come here and they get places for like a month. Do it through Airbnb and see how that works out. Tooth. Okay. I have to. Okay. La Dulce Vita. Gracias. Gracias for coming to visit us, and good luck in Italia, or however you say that. The UPS here won't hold my mail for greater than 30 days. It's a real-time limiting factor for me. I have bills to pay, and they won't help me get around this issue. What to do? Good luck, man. I don't know about that one, Steve. Somebody just sent me some money. Somebody just clicked the donate button, and it was Char Williams. She just donated $21.50 to the channel. Thank you so much, Char, for, as always, contributing to the channel. I have a couple of more items to pick up here. Let me check my list here. Checking my list just like Santa Claus. What do I have here? Okay. For what it's worth, on the weird side of living in Mexico, I think next month there's going to be a Marilyn Manson concert in San Luis Potosi. Last week, like on May 25th, there was a Chicago concert. So you can get these American 70s and 80s, 90s bands that show up to do their thing. I don't know when Marilyn Manson performing in San Luis Potosi was very controversial. The Archbishop of the church tried to not let them come. I don't know if I've heard any Marilyn Manson music, but I've seen pictures of him, and I don't know what he does, but the Catholic Church didn't want him down here. Also on my list here today is Claudia Scheinbaum made her first G7 meeting. This time, that was like last weekend. And Claudia Scheinbaum also says that they're moving ahead with huge real estate development of Baja California Sur. So if you got the big money, you want to buy the big property and make a great investment in the future, you might want to look at Baja California Sur. So, but anyway, Sheila. Hola, Sheila. Buenos dias, my friend. Yes. Sheila, can you email me your phone number, please? I thought I had it. I was looking for it this week. And I thought I had it. I've got your email, I think, but could you please email me, Sheila and Rudy, because I'd like to talk to you guys. And Sheila, here is my email in case you slipped up. I know both you guys are getting old, can't see, can't walk, all that kind of stuff. But bill.dallas.lewis10 at gmail.com, because I would like to talk to you guys even when you leave. I'd like to be able to call you guys up, see what's happening when you get back there on the other side, back to the USA. Yeah, there you go. All right. So anyway, last week was pretty wild and woolly. It was funny. Last Saturday, all kinds of hell was breaking loose. We were going live. State senators were getting assassinated in the United States. Donald Trump had his birthday party. 10, 12 people showed up. I'm trying to cut back on the news that I watch because it messes with my head a little bit too much. But one news station showed the parade, and they showed the video news from North Korea. Swear to God, North Korea only has like one channel, and it's strictly controlled by the government. And so North Korean news, on their report of Donald Trump's parade, his military parade last week, I swear to God, North Korea news said, and there's the president of the United States, Donald Trump, sitting next to a prostitute and a drunk. And for those of you that don't know, I think the North Korea news were referring to Melania Trump as the prostitute and Pete Hegseth as the drunk. I didn't make that up. You can't make stuff like that up. But anyway, okay, so we had, and then we had then you had 10 million people peacefully protesting all over the United States, from California, New York, Cincinnati, Ohio, Omaha, Nebraska, New Orleans. 10 million people, and God bless 10 million people that protested peacefully, just peacefully, people of all colors, all ages, all races, all sexual backgrounds. That was just fabulous. So last week was a fabulous weekend, and the best part of last weekend was being here with all of you here at Bill Dallas Lewis Live. Yes. What else is going on? Cody, what's up, Cody? Going to Chiapas in September with my wife and son for 2 weeks. Can't wait. And Cody, I'm dying to go to Chiapas. I haven't been there, but from everything that I've heard, I know I've had friends that have gone there. You need about 2 weeks because there's just so much to see. And for your son and your wife, what a fabulous experience that is going to be for you. I would love to go with you. It's going to be fabulous. And in September, it should be a little bit cooler too. Hey, SP, set everything to pay online. That's what I've done. And we have Virginia. Long time no see, girl. Long time no see. Here we go. Okay, Sheila, I just got your email with your phone number. Thank you so much. I will be contacting you guys soon. Thank you so much. Okay, now let me see. I think I'm at about. I think I'm at about the bottom of my list. Somewhere on my list here. Oh, then we got the Israeli-Iran war going on. Okay. And I think I'm going to wrap up. I'm getting ready to wrap up. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Yep. I've hit everything that I have on the list. I'll be on the road. I'm checking my list just like Santa Claus. I'll be on the road this week. And next week, I will have clips for you and new videos to share with you. The new cities that I have for you. New places to live, new places to visit, new places to experiences. But I will say, but Morelia, Mexico, Mexico is still great. I still love it here every day. It's extremely affordable. Today, my rent is like $463 a month. Yeah, I can do that. Traveling around on the bus is very affordable. I'm putting up a video on Tuesday or Thursday about how the U.S. tariffs have affected Mexico. I don't think the tariffs have affected my grocery prices. I'm good. So for me, Mexico is totally good. So, okay. So we got people checking out now. Marielle, adios, amigo. 28 years later, showing today. Okay. Adios, amigos. He's headed to the movies. Adios, Alana. People saying hello. People saying goodbye. Hola, Autumn Green. So I'm getting ready to check out of here myself. I'm going to sit down this afternoon, script out some videos. If you're new here, before I sign out, does anybody have any questions, any comments that I can refer to before I check out? We got Linda Jordan. Thank you. Always an interesting show. Thank you so much for that. I do what I can with what I got. Thank you, Linda. So that's all I got. I'll have video clips next week on new places to visit, new facts, new things to know about Mexico. I'm sure we'll have a bunch of people joining us again next week. I want to thank the family for showing up this week and sharing when I don't know something. Thank you guys for chipping in and helping me out when I'm falling flat on my face due to my lack of knowledge on the many things that I don't know. Tom Sands. Are there storage places to rent in Morelia? I'm sure there are, Tom. I'm just going to go to Google right now. Morelia storage. Yeah. Morelia storage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is funny. I tell you what, let me do something here. Okay, hold on. I'll be with you here in a second. Here you go. There you go, dude. Look at that. Backyard box, Minimax, Arca space. And look at all those little red dots. There are scores of them. It looks like at least 10 or 15 places. So, yeah, they got them. And I tell you what, Morelia has everything. Just go to Google. Google is your friend, Tom. Google will not let you down. Just go to Google, look up Morelia storage, and you'll be good to go. And are there any wineries in Morelia? Okay, let's just go to Google. I know that there are many wineries around wineries. I've never been to any place in Mexico that did not have wineries. And sure, Morelia has. I'm looking at the map here again, and there you go. There are like 6 wineries listed right around the Morelia area. I'm going to tell you, Morelia, anything you want, you can find right here in Morelia. Morelia, population over 1 million people, more than like 10 colleges. They got young people, they got old people, they got wineries, they got storage, they got young women, they got old women and men too. They got jazz bars, they got concerts, they got opera, symphony, they got Morelia, got it all. They got year-round great weather. They got affordable places to buy, places to see. They got they have great food, fantastic, affordable transportation. Morelia only missing a beach. No, they don't have a beach. But I tell you what, I've been here for a year. Let me think about that. Yeah, I do not miss the beach at all. I do not miss the beach at all, because with the beach comes all that hot and humid weather. And if I really want to go to the beach, I can just get on a bus, and 4 hours south of here, exactly on the bus, nonstop, I'm at Expat, in the town surrounding that. And so if I want to go see the beach, I can be there in 4 hours and get in the sand, roll around, meet people from all over the world, and then get on the bus and come back here, throw on a couple of hoodies, and I'm good to go. But I tell you what, I love the beach. It's so beautiful. And I've lived on the beach for 12 years. Out of the 20 years I've been here, I lived on the beach, Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, for 12 years. I don't miss it at all. And yes, heat does suck. It truly does. I'm telling you, man, heat sucks. I tell you. Yeah. Okay. So, and again, but I will say Morelia has everything. And one of the big pluses of Morelia is it has such a small town atmosphere. It's very friendly. Tooth Fairy, do they have shoes? That's funny. That is Tooth Fairy just always cuts right through to it. Do they have shoes down there? I thought it was a desert. I see it on No Country for Old Men. Hey man, there are some very uninformed people on the planet. Do they have shoes down there? I tell you what, man. Tooth Fairy, thank you. There are many people that are just not informed and have no clue, and they live their lives based upon misinformation. I mean, they do all kinds of things based upon misinformation. Yeah. It's freaky. All right, y'all. Well, I'm out of gas. I'm not out of gas. I can keep on going for another 5-6 hours here, but I don't want to waste anybody's time unless anybody has some questions or something. If you're new here, click the subscribe button, click that like button. That helps our channel. We do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's Chicago time, Houston time. That's when we go live every Saturday, regular time or daylight savings time. This is when we do it. And Angela Morris, you are so welcome. But I'll be back next week. My legs are good. I can walk. I can talk. I'm happy every day that I can do that. But when I can do it in Mexico and specifically in Morelia, Mexico, my life is fantastic. So, Gary, you're very welcome. Gary, you are very welcome. Thank you for my extended family for being here today. I hope everybody has like any cinemas. Yeah. We got cinemas. I can walk to wait a minute. I took video of a cinema this week. But there's one. I can walk to 2 cinemas with multi movies planned. I can walk to 2. That's 2 different malls. I could be at either one in 15 minutes walking and see all kinds of movies. Yeah, Axel. Do they have, that's like Tooth Fairy saying, do they have shoes? Feliz fin de semana todos. That means happy end of week, or better yet, happy weekend, everybody. And Tooth Fairy, thank you for showing up and, as always, sharing some unique viewpoints on life in general. Woo! I was getting ready to leave, but now more people showing up. We got 65 people in the house, 63 likes. People are contributing to the channel. Oh, looky here. Olivia. Happy weekend to you, Olivia. If you're new here, say hello, introduce yourself. I have time. Some people are leaving. We got new people showing up. If you're new here, introduce yourself. Do you have questions? You want to know something about the joys of living in Mexico? So anyway, I'm getting ready to head on down to Oxo. I'm going to do some search engine optimization for some more videos this week. And that's what's happening. So here we go. Let me click a button over here. I'm Bill the Geek. Happy to be here on Saturday. I'm Bill the Geek. This is who am I? I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. If you're new here, click that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, and then you get a notification before we do go live. But anyway, this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. So until next week, all I can say is adios, hasta luego, and que te vaya bien. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, each and every one.